You're such an asshole.
Hang on, I had it. Did I got rid of it. God darn it. God darn it. Just very unprofessional. Very unprofessional. Barbara Fural smiles. Smiles. Oh, she ain't smiling now. So I got two. Modern Life John sent me this article, and it turns out to be true. And then someone else sent me another article. Before we get into the articles, what have I told my team? My team, regardless of your race or your sex or what genitalia you like to lick, what have I told my team about working in corporate America? That it wasn't all that meritocratic before, and it sure the fuck isn't now. And that down the road, I even wrote an article, this is like a 5-year-old article, where I said, let women have corporate America. Let them have it. Because I predict that in the future, these corporations will no longer be tenable. They will no longer be places you want to work. But also they will, I really honestly think as things continue on, I'm looking at them like, you're not going to be able to function. You're just not going to be able to function. Because instead of being mature adults, everyone want to play the popularity game and now worried about what kind of color skin do you lick this genitalia? Okay, we have not enough dick suckers with dicks and not enough vagina lickers who have vaginas, but we have a little bit too much black male, but we need some Latinx, but hopefully they're in a wheelchair. Fuck that shit. The only purpose large corporate employers serve now is to get that little bump on your resume, that little jewel, and then you get the fuck out of there. And ideally, not everyone could do it, depends on your profession. You become part of the 1099 superior race, and you say, you have fun, ladies, with all your corporate girl boss bullshit. We're out of here. And if you need someone to actually do the work for $300 an hour, my IT consultants and myself will help you get your shit together. And no. We will not be going to diversity and inclusion training. We are equals, not your inferiors. We are contractors. We are hired guns. You have all your W-2 wage slaves with their MBAs take your diversity and inclusion shit. So the basic premise is that once you may not like meritocracy, but there's no other fair system. There's no other universal look. Everyone works hard regardless of who you are, and the best person gets the job. You may not like it, but at least it was a universal standard set. They have now abandoned that for what is nothing more than bigoted policies. And I wouldn't say, I'd be lying if I didn't say that because that skews towards women, because women are an oppressed majority. They are the majority of the population because men die earlier than women because we choose to. Like, oh, and then there's a huge push for the girl boss thing. I'm like, oh, that is not a ship I'm getting on. I'm not getting on that boat. Fuck, nobody, nope, to the nope, to the nope, to the nope. No. So I guess it started a little earlier than I thought. Let's go to this one. Women suing Disney over gender pay gap gain class certification. The class action lawsuit will represent nearly 9,000 women. If I recall correctly, that's just in California. Where should we set up our corporation? California. Who say they earn on average, are you ready for it? 2% less than men in the same job classification. Which to me, I'm like, it could be a rounding error. 2%? 2%. Los Angeles, a Superior Court judge on Friday agreed to certify a class of female plaintiffs suing the Walt Disney Company over a gender pay gap. Oh, all your virtue signaling, Disney. All your woke Marxist bullshit politics. And not only did it ultimately corrupt your product, now you're getting sued. You all raised a bunch of Democrat kids. You all had the teachers come in. You all taught everybody the most important thing about them was their traits. They believed it. And if there's anything slightly different in outcomes, it's because they were discriminated against, not because of choices or, God, 2%. That could just be, that could almost be a rounding error. I'm like, if you came up with 15%, I'd be like, hey, something's wrong there. That might be 2%. 2%, let's sue them. You created these Frankenstein monsters, and now they're attacking you, and you can go fuck yourselves. They thought like currying favor with, and let's be very clear about what this is. Forget the race and the gender and all these traits have nothing to do with it. You have raised a generation of adult children who are perpetual victims, and you couldn't wait to hire them based on diversity standards, and now it's coming to bite you in the ass. We all could have been about meritocracy. The best person wins the job, hard work, discipline. And if there were genuine cases of bigotry and discrimination, sure, fine, we want that expunged from it. You just raised a bunch of whiny little victims, regardless of the color, regardless of the gender. And now you get this. Today it's 9,000 women suing Disney. I don't know how many employees they got. What's it going to be 10 years from now? What you're not going to be able to function. So I always look, it was a nightmare to work for these corporations anyway. You never want to work for corporate America anyway. Please heed our Gen X experience, right? But now there ain't going to be employers to work for. Mark my words, corporations are going to have to change their corporate structure to where it's all contractors, where you could just get fired or the contract ends, or they headquarter. I always thought it'd be a really good idea for corporations to headquarter in Dubai, where it would be Muslim. And then they say, well, we're a Muslim company. You can't tell us that's violating our religious rights. And people are like, oh, you're okay. Oh, all right. I think that would provide a ton. Well, and then you're also under a different law and legal jurisdiction. And then I don't know. Just here, think of that. Go on with me. What if Disney were to move to Dubai or be bought out by the Dubai Emiratis, the wealth class over there? There's an opportunity for people with billions of dollars, more connected than me. You can run with this idea. Grab a bunch of American brands, base them out of Dubai, and then start making good quality shit again, where you hire the best people. See, well, you're not hiring enough Black, Latina, female, lesbian. Well, we're in the Middle East, and there's not a lot of those. We got Afi, and we got Abdul, and we got Herman. He came from the United States, and they're all putting together. We're making Star Wars better again. They are, yeah, because we don't have any of this political bullshit we got to deal with. But think about 9,000 people, and you're going to get a lawsuit over 2%. 2%? This case is not about the 9 individual plaintiffs. It's about all the women in California who work for Disney, who are fed up of being paid less than their male counterparts, and who are seeking fair treatment. That's all. Andrew said the women at Disney earn on average 2% less than men doing roughly the same job. See, roughly that. See, but it's in a California court. I hope this Democrat judge fucks you in the ass, Disney. I hope they fuck you over so bad. The ones you vote for, I can't wait. It was I'll tell you the story again. I saw it, God, 35 years ago, the Wisconsin State Fair in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. In Lake Michigan, they got these things called lampreys. They're eels with big old teeth, and they attach themselves to fish, and they suck out the blood. They're parasites. And I remember one time, there's a big tank of fish. They caught them in Lake Michigan. I don't know, trout or something, and good-sized fish. And they were so sad-looking fish, if fish could have faces. And the reason why is that there are lampreys attached to them. And they thought, it's kind of a dark thing, dark display, but oh yeah, there are parasites out there. Look, the lampreys are attached to the fish. And here's these fish with these lampreys just sucking the life out of them. Well, a little lamprey disengaged from the fish it was on, and I saw it, and it attached itself to a lamprey that was attached to the fish. And when it got bit, the big lamprey let go of the fish and swam all around. I'm like, serves you right, you sucker, literal sucker. Serves you guys right, you big woke corporations, you bigoted assholes, and you lazy, worthless, incompetent fucks who can't make anything. Always this. You invited Dracula into your house. You did it. And now the lampreys are biting you. This entire system that you set up, where everyone's a victim and no one's a work. Oh, is Disney getting sued? That's too bad. Oh, man. 2%. That's the one that gets me. The roughly same jobs, not including bonuses and other incentive plans, which Andrus also believes are doled out in an unequal manner. The lead plaintiff in the complaint, LaRonda Rasmussen, worked as a manager in 2017 and earned $109,000 per year, lower than each of the 6 men that held the same job title and more than $16,000 less than the lowest paid man on the same job. I got a question, LaRonda. Did you do the same amount of work? I really? Did you? Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because meritocracy is bad. 5 months after Rasmussen complained to Human Resources about the pay gap, she was told the discrepancy was not due to gender. But not race. I'm assuming LaRonda is black. The suit was filed as a class action, meaning the plaintiffs were seeking to represent nearly 9,000 female employees of Disney in California. Though known mostly as an entertainment company, Disney is a massive publicly traded conglomerate, one of the largest 100 companies in the world, according to Forbes magazine. Cruise ships, bobbity-bobbity-ba. Certifications. There's that. From Modern Life, John. Former Facebook employee pleads guilty for stealing $4 million. An Atlanta woman pleaded guilty for stealing more than $4 million from Facebook while she was an executive at the company. Barbara Furlow-Smiles, who is a black woman, that is germane to the discussion, worked as a lead strategist, global head of employee resource group and diversity engagement at Facebook. Not a diversity hire, she is a diversity hire, but the woman who was in charge of diversity engagement embezzled or stole $4 million or was accused. She pled guilty, I guess. There was another, hang on. Facebook diversity sues Facebook. I think there was another woman. Former Facebook diversity head pleads guilty. Former diversity czar pleads guilty. No. There was another woman that sued. I think it was Facebook. Court dismisses board diversity suit against Facebook. This is 3 years old. Activist investors. No, there was one where it was the diversity. Maybe it wasn't Facebook, where black woman, chief of diversity, ended up suing him for discrimination. This just sounds like outright theft. Barbara Furlow-Smiles worked as lead strategist, now known as Meta, January 2017 to December 2021, according to U.S. Attorney Northern District of Georgia Ryan K. Buchanan's office. The defendant abused the position of trust as a global diversity executive for Facebook to defraud the company of millions of dollars, ignoring the insidious consequences of undermining the importance of her DEI mission. You mean like Black Lives Matter? Like those people who made millions of dollars just bought houses and not a single penny went to help out poor people in the black community? According to U.S. Attorney, Furlow-Smiles used her Facebook expense account to live a luxurious lifestyle in California and Georgia. $4 million. $1 million a year, huh? It's all about the money. That's all it is. It isn't about justice. It isn't about fairness. Some people might actually call for that and they would want it and they could benefit from it. Nope. You're all a bunch of money-grubbing whores. That's all you are, male and female. Numerous personal expenses, including hairstylists, babysitters, and $18,000 to a preschool for tuition. She was a single mom. You leftists, get it. Do it. I want all you leftists to have exactly what you want. Furlough Smile scheme was to link her company credit cards to PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App, and then use those cards to pay others for services never performed. Family, friends, relatives, associates who received payments would then return some of the money to Furlough Smile as a game. Well, you weren't paid enough as an executive at Facebook? Buchanan, as she even involved relatives, friends, and other associates in her crimes, all to fund a lavish lifestyle through fraud rather than hard and honest work. Okay, now let me explain something to you. And this is the other. These are Draculas. These are vampires you're inviting into your thing. I'm not saying if you hire a minority or a woman that they're Draculas. When you hire someone who has the degree in diversity and inclusion and you put them in you create a fucking department for diversity and inclusion, ESG too, by the way, which is not trait-based. These are charlatans. These are frauds. These are evil people. They have no intention of working. That's why they majored in diversity and inclusion. They have no honor. These are not accountants. These are not actuaries. These are not bookkeepers or regular workers who work on the ships or are dressing up in the costume. These are scumbags who hoodwinked you into the scam of you need DEI diversity and they're costing you more. Now you get lawsuits about discrimination. This is outright embezzlement. It's not because she's a black woman. It's because she is a shitty person. Shitty people major in diversity and inclusion because it's a scam and a racket. And you dumbass motherfucking MBA-laden morons and corporate executives put these people in your home. And so now you got, I guess you're getting attacked from three angles. This is why diversity is never going to be profitable. Aside from the fact that it doesn't focus on profit. One, it's undermining your product. You dipshit corporations with, by the way, every minority and woman should be insulted by this, like Target with the gay flag, okay? Or Pride Month. Did they improve the quality of the product? Did they lower the price or either or both? No. It's, oh, do you like sucking dick? Look, a flag, buy our stuff, you stupid fucking moron. I don't figure this out. I don't know if you notice the quality of products are going down. So, where were they going? Oh, the product is shit. You can see that with Disney. Too lazy to do the fucking job, come up with a new... See, Harry Potter video game. Legacy? Whatever it was called. That had some woke shit in it. But you know what? At its core, it was a very good game. Most corporations now are getting rid of quality, getting rid of any good pricing on top of you guys are complaining about inflation, sure, right? They just think, oh, slap on, trait, spin the wheel, whatever. Oh, we're advertising these groups, but you'll buy it because we said we like Latinos, right? Product is shit, but you dumb Latinos don't know any better, right? Yay! Cinco de Mayo, don't know what it meant. Battle of Veracruz. So your products have gone to shit. People aren't buying them. Certainly Disney. Oh, go please make the Ray movie. Go make another Ray movie, Kathleen. I fucking dare you. Then you get lawsuits. I'm not kidding. If it all, and it, God, I hope they win. Because if that wins, that's going to open up the floodgates for 2% discrepancy in pay. Every S&P 500 company, every Fortune 1000 company is going to get sued, and you won't be able to keep this shit up. So you got shit products. Now you're open up to lawsuits, and your employees aren't the best. You literally hired not on the content of character, but color of skin, genitalia you like to lick, genitalia you have. You didn't hire the best. And the best, here's a compounding effect. When they see you promoting LaRonda, whatever the gal's name was. Well, that was the other one. Barbara. Creating a whole make work division on top of it. They're going to say, I'm not going to be here. I mean, hell, Disney's a perfect example. You don't have any talented people left. They all left. Marvel's gone. It's all gone. You have no talent. And so your products suffer, you get sued, and then you don't have the most efficient workers. You do not have the best person in the best place for that job. And here we go. And you know what? You don't have any sympathy from anyone either. You really don't. You put out the Marvels? What? How dumb do you think the American people are? They're pretty dumb, or they're not that dumb. And so you go ahead and you go chase this political fad. As unfortunately, it's all it was a marketing fad. That's all it was. This is the one trick Gen X managers have. Like, diversity. Like, how about working harder and faster and better product at a lower price for everybody and actually increase people's standards of living? Gay people. Yes, gay people. Yes, they will buy your product. You know what gay people probably want? A good product at a fair price. Oh, and then don't even get me started with Budweiser and that dumbass shit. But by all means, go ahead. Keep doing it. And for my audience, I'm more than a little bit. I'm somewhat confident. You might just see large U.S. corporations either just functionally break down because they can't, because they're dealing with all this bullshit. Everyone's looking at their hoo-ha or what. Oh my God. Like, hey, do you want to balance the books or what? You're not going to, and you're going to be like, oh my God, I can't imagine that one time I want to work at fucking whatever, Wall Street. I want to go to Harvard. I want to work at, I'm trying to think of large corporations, just totally woke. I want to work at Amazon or something like that. Fuck. And I further predict corporations have got to change their corporate structure where it's like, no, we have all contractors. We don't actually have employees, etc. I got to go. Hang on. No, I don't have to go. All right. Let's go to the super chats. We got two. Frank Rizzo, $10. That's it. Cool. Thanks, Frank. And Adam Schmidt, $5. Is there a way to know when Chad is doing his next video? He usually does it on Thursdays at 9:30 Central Time. That's usually when he does it. All right. You corporations, you keep hiring people based on the color of the skin and not the content of the character. You make sure your product is diversity and not a good product that everybody wants. I want you to keep on going. And for my audience, please, for the love of God, understand you're to only use these employers to temporarily advance your career. And you should not be hanging your hat at these places. Should not be hanging your hat. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.